So hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, if you would just drop them over in the chat because I want to get everything answered. Um, Let me make sure everything okay. There we go. So yeah, so if you can just put anything over there in the chat, I want to make sure that we answer everything at the end, but I might cover everything as we go. Today we're just going over the health tracker, the benefits that you'll see when you're experiencing the X39, our little patch. There it is. So when we start using the X39, the person who gets you started, who helps you get started, they can show you where you can download a copy of that. I am Gina. I am a certified health coach, and my husband Scott and I have been working with people on their health situation since 2006. We live just north of Phoenix, Arizona, a little area called New River. We're out in the country, and you can see my beautiful outdoor office. Just a little warning, sometimes there is a little bit of exterior sounds here. Black Hawk helicopters, birds, bees, everything. We get it all. So we really believe that we did find the holy grail of natural healing, and we are just ecstatic to be able to share it with all of you. Over the years, Scott and I have explored just countless health technologies, modalities, but we really are selective when it comes to sharing with other people. So we only want to share what truly works for us and for our friends and family. A year ago this week, we were introduced to LifeWave, and that came from a really good friend of ours. We were in a rear end accident in 2019, and both of us suffered injuries that we were continuing to deal with. But I had an unplanned gallbladder attack surgery also last year, and our good friend Beth suggested that we both start using the X39 for healing. She had just started it like a week before that. So we know that she does her research and stuff. We were super busy at the time, and we didn't have time to dive in very much, but we did watch a video that she sent us, and we got going. And Scott was reluctant at first, but he had some success right away. In just the first 2 weeks, he was already seeing a couple of good days. He didn't share that with me, however, because he was still very skeptical and trying maybe to disprove it a little. But he fessed up to me a few weeks after that, that he was having more good days than bad. And boom, like that, he just wasn't having any more back pain. So that was really wonderful. But my hip was, it was suggested that I have a full hip replacement. And I was just in my little bit more than middle 50s. And if you get a hip replacement that young, chances are you're going to have to get one or two more down the road because a hip replacement only lasts so long. So I was hoping for that right away, but it did happen. It took me 5 full months to really notice. It was just shy of 5 months that I started having some good days, and then not good days, and then good days, and then more and more good days. But by the time I hit 9 months, I was having way more good days. Occasionally, the bad days weren't bad. They were just noticeable, and that happens even up to like the 11th month. They were just noticed a little, like they're a feel, but no more pain. So I'll take it, right? And then now that we're hitting on a year, it's like, what hip? So along the way, we did fill out that health tracker that I mentioned that you're going to get access to. And luckily we did, because I did notice I was having better sleep, more energy. Scott was too, mental clarity. Our skin was incredibly soft. We live in Arizona in the desert. That was wintertime. And I don't know if you've ever been in dry cold or dry heat. Your skin is like leather, like a lizard, scaly, ick. And all that was going away. Really soft elbows. That's what everybody always hears that from me. Our elbows got just incredibly soft. And Scott's was so painful, his right elbow, that he had a hard time leaning on it. I know you can't see, but yeah, he had a hard time leaning. See, look at how nice those elbows are now. They used to be cracky. So, and then also I noticed I had situations in my hands in the evening where they were really sore. And at that time of year, I had to tie a whole bunch of Christmas ornaments with a thick twine. And I got to about 40, number 40-ish or so, and I noticed my hands aren't hurting. So all that happened within just the first few weeks. But my big aha didn't happen for me until almost month 5. So, like I said, we did share with just a few family members off the get-go. We were maybe doing this for about a month when we started sharing with just a few. But by March, we were seeing really incredible results in a lot of those family members that we had shared with, along with ourselves. So at that point in time, we just knew that we had to share LifeWave with other people. And since then, we have helped, I don't know, we have several hundred people now that are using the patches, and it's making a really big impact. So let's start at the beginning. What are stem cells? Really brief overview here, but as you are formed, little egg, little sperm get together, boom, your stem cells. Okay. So that's the real brief overview. And then what happens is little other things start forming. Okay. As you become a person, those stem cells create heart cells, lung cells, hair cells, skin cells, bone cells, all of the other parts that you need to make a person. But you do bank stem cells, so you still have those in the background, okay? So later on down the road, if you need to repair something, regenerate, those stem cells are going to pull in for your brain, your hair, your eyes, anything that you need later on. So stem cells are your body's master repair system. When you're 10 years old, if you fall down and skin your knee, guess what? It heals pretty quickly. But if you're 60 and you fall down and you skin your knee, you're likely to do more damage. Maybe a hip, maybe, you put your hand down and then you've got a whole broken wrist and you just don't bounce back like you used to. And that's because as we age, our stem cells actually decline. By the time we're 35, it's reduced by about half. But by the time you're 60, you're lucky to have about 10% left. And that's only if you've really taken care of yourself. Because in today's world, with all the nasty stuff out there, that hopefully we're going to get a handle on here in the US, but all that plays a factor in it. And we don't know that we have a whole 10% left. We hope we do at least. So activating your stem cells is going to help to restore your body's ability to heal. Okay. Big, big deal. And again, as our stem cells decline with age, your body's ability to heal declines. What are the LifeWave patches? This little guy here is our X39. Okay. And what this is, it's exclusive, patented phototherapy technology. It's safe, it's non-invasive, and it's easy to use. They are non-transdermal. What that means is there's no medicine inside it whatsoever. It will not interfere with anything. Non-transdermal is no medicines. My own mom has gone through a cancer treatment, and she wore her patches and under the doctor's knowledge that she was doing so. It doesn't interfere, okay? And why should we choose a patch over a traditional stem cell therapy? Because we've probably heard now about a stem cell therapy. For myself, I actually looked into it because I had that hip injury that I mentioned. Well, my daughter-in-law's father had an injection in his back and it worked really well, but it was expensive. So I started looking into it for my hip, and they cost between $5,000 and $6,000 per one injection. No guarantees it's going to work. And they suggest that you prepare for between 1 and 3 injections. And again, you don't know if it's going to work. You don't know how long. It could be temporary. Some of them contain nasty ingredients because they are injections. So just depending on what route you go. And it's a targeted therapy. When you're doing the injection, it's targeted. So for my hip, you can't see my hip. For my hip, if I was getting that injection, it was just going to help the hip. It wouldn't necessarily help the issues that I was having with my brain, going all the way down into nerve issues with my legs and feet. So LifeWave patches, on the other hand, they're a fraction, teeny tiny fraction of that price. They're going to work naturally with your body to activate your own stem cells through infrared light, your body's heat. They're clean, like I said, non-invasive. And that was a winner for me, right? So the X39, the way that it works is it's actually backed by 90 clinical studies and 20 years of research. And if you go down on this page, you'll see there's a little link that you can go in and you can go deep and find all of that stuff if you want to. But it works with your body's infrared heat. That's what's going to activate the patch. So it's the same kind of thing. Like if you put on the night vision goggles and, you could see animals and stuff if you were hunting, that's the same. It's the same light that that this patch works in your body. Okay. Each patch that we have works with a specific wavelength. And this one here, the X39, works to elevate our body's GHK-Cu. That's your copper peptide. Peptides are super in the news. They have been in the last few years. We are reactivating our own peptides. We're not adding anything in. We are waking up what we already have. So LifeWave is the first company to use this patent stem cell activation technology. Not putting it in, we're waking it up. So some of the health benefits that you can expect just from your own stem cells waking up: reduction of pain and inflammation, better sleep, improved energy and vitality, enhanced sports performance, faster recovery, improved skin appearance, supports wound healing, restores mental clarity, health improvements, metabolic age decrease. I mean, that's 10 right there. There's so many things that you can bank on that waking up your stem cells can do in your body. So how quickly will you see the results? I don't know. Everybody's different. What you're going through is different than what I was going through. Like I said, Scott's results were different than mine. My body was fighting just having a surgery. Scott was not. We both had an accident on the same day. He saw results from that pretty quick, where mine took a little bit longer. So many people will see results in their very first 24 hours. And that's why we have you fill out the health tracker and take a look. In 24 hours, you're going to go back and see if there's differences. Some people will notice rapid change and others might need more time. 1 month, you wear it 1 month for every decade you are old, and that's what's recommended. And that way you're going to just get back to baseline with your stem cells. So your first day, you're going to apply the patch. Looks like this. You're just going to take off the little backing, stick it on. Doesn't matter where. The little booklet that comes with it will give you suggestions. And that's just where they did the clinical studies, but you can put it anywhere on your body. It's still going to work. You're going to drink lots of water. That's so that your cells will communicate. You need to drink water anyway. Your body requires it. 1/2 ounce per every pound of body weight. That's what you need. So nothing earth-shattering or different than what your body requires anyways, but you do need to drink your water. You're going to wear it for 12 hours. You're going to take it off. Absolutely take it off in 12 hours. It's required. Your body needs to rest and reset. You throw it away, that's fine. You can put it on a plant. People like to put them on their pets. You're not going to put this on your spouse or reuse it tomorrow. It doesn't have energy for that. Something small will work fine, but not for you again. So if you don't have a pet, you don't have a plant, throw it away. They're lightweight, they're comfortable, they stay on during the shower, they stay on. We live in Arizona. We've been in the swimming pool all this past summer. We've been in the hot tub. Our son goes to the sauna several days a week. They stay on. Okay, again, after 24 hours, go back, fill out that health tracker, and you're going to go accordingly. There's a week, a month, and so on. All right, so I'm going to take a peek and see if anybody wrote any questions here. Okay, if anyone does have questions, make sure that you go ahead and pop on with that. I'm happy to answer them. I think I did answer a couple that people asked me before we got started, so that's great. And I just want to go over real quick how we order these. Super easy. We have 3 packages. Okay. And the person that invited you on here today, they can help you open up your wholesale buying account. If that's me or Scott, just drop us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I think we both have time right away. So let us know. But if not, the person that invited you here will guide you through. So you can get started for as low as $295. And that can be for just you for 2 months. It can be for one person like you for 2 months. It could be for 2 people for 1 month. Okay. So 1 person, 2 months, 2 people, 1 month. Okay. Or the person again that brought you on here, if you have some special needs, they can actually tweak that for you to meet your needs. we do suggest that you start with the Eon and the X39, and that will fit into that package just fine. This guy is going to help you to reduce inflammation. Inflammation is a killer. It definitely is trapping a lot of energy and all that stuff. So we want to use our Eon, reduce the stress, inflammation, and our X39 together. If you are starting with a spouse or partner, you can jump up to the next size package. It's only $535. So you're going to get double the patches and you're going to save some money. So that's awesome, right? So one person can use that for 4 months or 2 people 2 months. All right. And again, if somebody's experiencing like a lot of issues with poor sleep, or you want the IceWave patches for immediate pain relief, we can wiggle that into the bigger packages. And that's also just a huge, great benefit for you to have that. If you want to patch the entire neighborhood, that's great too. We have a great big pack. And with that, you can patch several people for several months and add in your pain relief and your sleep patches and quite a few other things. But we too like to start very clean and very simple with these two guys, unless you do need your pain relief right away, or sleep patches, then, we can tweak that. But almost everybody that we get going, X39 and Eon, and that's a great start for a month or two. We can see where you are and see how you're doing and then add accordingly. All right, everybody, if I don't see any other messages that I didn't cover, that's it for today. And thank you so much for popping on with us. Bye-bye.